We're in, I think. Is it on?
Oh yeah, I can see
Is it
you.
recording?
I hope so.
Yes.
Yeah.
Are you sure?
Yes.
Wonderful. Wonderful. I suppose nobody's in yet.
5.
5 already? Right. You got people in?
Yeah. Oh, Karen's in, and Andy's in, Matt's in.
Everything else. They're all on it. Right, I'll give it a couple of minutes. Oh, it's cold in here.
Pete Vizian's in.
Vizzo, how are you, son? You good? Right. Who's fought it?
Steph's in. Becca's in.
Back to lockdown 2. Right, I'll give it a few minutes, let people get involved.
15.
Right, what we're going to do, first of all, oh, I'm cold. How you doing, everyone? All good? All good in lockdown 2? I thought I might as well start this again. It might be only a few of them, but there you go. You never know, it might be longer. I want to thank you all who supported us over the weekend. We've done loads and loads of takeaways. So, all good. Right, what we're going to do, Arancini, stuffed rice balls. I've started it off. I'm going to let you get on to what I've done here. All I've done in this pan, as you can see, bit of onion, white onion, salt, pepper, bit of butter, olive oil. Sweat it completely down. Yeah, simple as. I'm going to turn it up a little bit, sweat it down.
Somebody's watching in Huddersfield.
Bit of vino, yeah? Bit of white vino. Don't have to have this, you don't want it. Okay. There's a bit in there, you've got to burn this off. No comments, come on. Anybody got any questions, just ask.
Matt says he's missing the Masters.
He's missing the Masters. Oh God. Right, so all you do, burn that alcohol off. Here I've got some stock. You can turn this veggie, all you've got to do, vegetable stock instead of chicken. Quite simple. I've got a bolognese here that Deb's actually made, not me. So, should be alright.
Ooh.
But actually Debbie is the controller, she's the producer today.
Oh, Trish said she had great takeaway on Friday.
Good, I'm glad you enjoyed it. Right. Yeah, that's a bit big, that one. Go with that one. Right, stock's on. Burn off that. That's what it's like, yes? Burn off the alcohol. If you don't, all you'll taste is wine.
Karen says get the coffee on first.
Yeah, behave. Right. Rice. You have to use arborio rice. Or cannelloni. I use this one. Riso arborio. But you can use it as a cannelloni one or something they call it. Straight in. Don't worry, I'm not going to go through all the... this is going to be for our dinner. Right, what you've got to do is put it in and get them all toasted. Get them covered. Yeah? Can they see from there, Dev? Can you see me?
I can see you.
Right. Can everyone else see me? You know what it's like when you're this good looking, you want everyone to see you. Right. So just toast these off a little bit, yeah? Coat them. That's what they're going to end up like. All coated, yeah? Onion, butter, olive oil, salt, pepper and a little bit of vino. Yeah? This can be done days in advance.
Rice?
Huh?
Rice?
Well, not days, but you can do it a day in advance, 2 days in advance. Doesn't really matter. I'm not saying like weeks, woman.
Okay.
Right. Add some stock. So what's going to happen is, I'll just put you through this. So all you do here is make the risotto, yeah? Yeah?
Oh, Andrew from the Wooden Walls is watching.
Oh yeah. Pick some ideas, Anderson. Hope you're doing alright, mate, in this lockdown. I know it's a nightmare, but it's got to be done. Right, so all we do is make the risotto, yeah? Keep adding stock, keep stirring until it's al dente, so it's not too soft, yeah? And what you do, once you've made that, you chill it down. Yeah, so basically it becomes like that.
Oh, is it a Blue Peter day today?
Yes, here's one I made earlier. Right, so all we do, you see this? There's a risotto I done on the previous lockdown. So what you do is just keep stirring, yeah? And when it starts to soak up, you add a bit more. Yeah? I have cheated, it's not a homemade stock. But this is good, if you've got some chicken left over the bones, just add a bit of veg in there, water. You make your own stock, simple.
Joey says good evening, Joseph.
How you doing? Hope you enjoyed your ribs last night, sir? Right, let me get some gloves on. Right. Nice and easy this is. So once the stock is done, cool it down. The bolognese, obviously if you're a veggie, apologies, but you can do it with vegetable stock and then do any veg filling you want, yeah? So just cook it in a vegetable stock. So you can put whatever you really want inside. Mostly it's a Sicilian, the old arancinis, and they put peas in it as well. If you want to put peas into the sauce, you can. Keep an eye on this. You just keep stirring it. I'm going to turn it down, so I'm going to get me on off it in a minute. Right. So remember, once that is done, you need to chill it down. Yeah?
Completely cold?
Completely cold. So that becomes... Can I say that? You moving or what?
Sorry, I was reading what Andy said. He wants to know how to make a Marmite pizza.
Come up to me with a Marmite pizza. I said to him, if I make a Marmite pizza, none of my relatives will speak to me again. Right? I'm not doing Marmite pizzas. So what happens now, it gets like that, yeah? Really dense. That's how you have it, yeah? So, I'm just going to keep an eye on this, so that's why I'm going to go back and forth. So I've made, obviously Deb's made this bolognese before. You can put bolognese, if you want to do a vegetable one, fry up a load of vegetables, sweat them all down. What are you laughing at?
Andy's laughing.
Sweat them all down and you can fill him. So what you got to do, right, here. Handful. Yeah? It's up to you how big you want to make them. You don't want them too big. Right. You following, Deb?
Yeah.
Bolognese. In the middle. Up here, if you want. Bit of bolognese in the middle. This is a bit too, for me, it's a bit too wet.
I'll come around it because the path is in the way.
It's a bit too wet, I think. Yeah? Don't worry if a bit comes out, because that will be hidden.
Did you put too much in?
There's one. I'm still doing this, so bear with me for 2 seconds. Okay. Come round here. Yeah, because if you don't have it cold, there's no way in a million years. This should be, seems Deb's made it, I didn't. So what you got to do is really dry this thingy out, and all you do, bring it together, yeah? Yeah, look, you're going to have a bit that says, oh look, it's come out, but bang a bit on top, so don't worry about it. Yeah, you can make them smaller, you can make them as big, small as you want.
Andy says, can you get a mould for that?
There are moulds you can buy in Italy. I don't know if you can get them here. Right, so what we do then, I don't want to ruin mine, hang on. Believe it or not, I'm a pub and I've run out of eggs. This is a bit. So what we do, pretend that's an egg and you've beaten it. Yeah? I know it's not, but don't worry about it. Into that, yeah? And then into breadcrumbs. I'm using pancakes, that's what we've got. Yeah? This one's breaking apart, it's not the best. Okay? There's one. What you should do then is chill it down. but I'm going to go for it because I'm not chilling it down. So what you really need to do then is actually put it back in the fridge, yeah, and chill them down again.
Can you make much smaller ones?
You can make as small as you want, big as you want, yeah? Doesn't matter. When we had these on just before lockdown and they sold very well, yeah? But you really need to, if you can, is freeze these down. They might split open. I'm hoping they don't, but...
Oh.
Well, you've got to chill them, but I didn't make any, so I'll do the first one and see how that goes. So what we do now is hopefully it doesn't... You've got to keep on that for us, Deb. Got to keep an eye on this as well. Yeah. So this should have been chilled right down. So it might burst open. If it does, then oh well. So I'm going to fry them. Yeah. So what you can do, no worries, Deb. What are you doing?
I don't know. This is rotate.
Rotate your phone. That's it. Right, leave it like that. Okay. So I've seen frying. Right, that's going to fry for a little bit. Yeah.
How long?
You'll see when they go golden brown. Give it a few minutes. Then what you can do, I'm out of sight. What you can do then, yeah, is once it's, if they're bigger, they might need going in the oven for a little bit, yeah?
Evening, Eliza.
Alright, it's all together, right. So I'm just making a risotto. On the previous podcasts, there is one where I'm making risotto, and there's one where I'm doing the bolognese as well. I mean, honestly, it's that simple. If you make this in the day, your bolognese will last you a week in the fridge. Up to me. A week in the fridge. Up to me. Hello?
So, oh, sorry.
Tell you what, you just can't get a start.
No, it came up with Helen wants to be in our video.
Just say yeah.
What, do I click on the one?
I have no idea, Deb. I don't know what you're saying.
Yeah.
Right. So the bolognese will last a week in the... Up here.
Sorry.
Oh, it's your sacked. I'm not having you anymore. Right. So what you do, the bolognese you cook will last for easily a week, yeah? In the fridge, not a problem. People will say, oh, don't, I've had it even older than that and it's fine. It's not done me any harm. That's all. Right? But no, obviously, even a week or whatever. You can make small ones of these, big ones of these, it doesn't matter. Yeah? And what you can do is when they've been breadcrumbed, yeah, you can stick them in the fridge and they'll last, with rice, you've got to be a bit careful, 2-3 days max, 2 days I'll say, yeah? But that's how easy it is to make a risotto, it's not difficult, yeah? This.
So what you're saying, you put them in the fridge at that stage?
What stage?
That
yes,
stage, in that.
So when this is done, yeah, you can put them and hold them in the fridge.
For a day or so?
For a day or two,
okay.
It's not a problem.
And then just put them in the fryer as you want them?
In the fryer, when you want them, yeah? It's simple. And what we used to do is make a nice little tomato sauce, but I'm not going to make a tomato sauce because we ain't going to start using it because we're closed, obviously.
Well, you could use that bolognese sauce there.
You use the bolognese in a little bowl, a bolognese on the nice hot little bit of bolognese or sauce, put that on top, bit of rocket, olive oil, grate a bit of parmesan. Well, this one's out, so I'll show you it. He says, hang on, just going back to that. I mean, these things can be filled with whatever you really want, yeah? What you do need, though, is a decent... Come to me, Debs, come to me. So that's what you end up with, a nice... bit like our Scotch eggs, but what you do, so inside, you have basically a risotto with the bolognese inside. You can put peas in there. You can take the chicken stock out and put veggie stock in and put veg in there. And what you do, you can have it as that. Bit of tomato sauce, bit of grated cheese. Happy days. I mean, that's how simple. I mean, I know not everyone's got a fryer, but most people have got deep fat fries. Let me try a bit actually, see if it's any good. But you might, if you're making them this big, you might need to put them in the oven a bit.
And is that heated all the way through?
No. This here, yeah, it's a bit cold. Not cold, but that's why we flash them in the oven. Yeah? So flash them in the oven. I mean, that on its own, right, that's good. That's how simple it is. The rice itself, come back over here, Deb. This way, I want to get someone else in. No. The rice itself, make sure, yeah, a lot of risottos I've had in restaurants have got no idea how to make it. That's even too thick. Yeah, so what you do, add a bit more water, put enough stock in there. Yeah, make sure it's cooked through. I can turn it up now because I'm concentrating on it. Yeah, and at the beginning, you can put in, if you want other stuff, put it all in. What's up here?
Nothing.
But I don't know why you're just kidding. Pointing at the food. Right, and it needs to be, when you try it, it needs to be too hard still. But that is basically it. They're easy to make. You can make small ones. The only problem with small ones is getting the filling in and wrapping it. Yeah? But these ones here, I mean, in Italy you can get them in like, they're like domes that come up like that. But you can get the moulds. I will have a look. But that's pretty good then.
I'll make a good sauce still, won't I?
It's not a bad sauce I protect, you know. Do you know what? I'm amazed myself sometimes how good these are. But we made a load earlier. We put them in with the risotto. Just forgot to tell you. When you get to the end of the risotto and you think it's done, butter, grated parmesan over there, Debs. Grated parmesan. Put it into the risotto, keep stirring, and it's ready, yeah?
Can I just answer a question?
Yeah.
Michelle, if you go on our website, there's a form there that you fill in for your order, and we need 24 hours notice if you want anything from the smoker, but there's no notice on the regular things.
No, that's correct. I'll go through that. Right, we have got a takeaway menu. Yeah, it's on our website. As you know, we're doing the smoker, which obviously we make. I make my own work, and the head chef makes his own barbecue recipe. I'll come up with the rub, he come up with a barbecue recipe. Can't get him anywhere, we made it up. 24 hours notice for the ribs, the briskets. The briskets are 9 hours smoked, the ribs are 6 hours. We do the pulled pork on there, we smoke the chicken breast. It's all done out here on a smoker. If you do need, or you want to order, you can order a week in advance, it doesn't worry us. But just make sure, because we can't just cook these to in a couple of hours, they need a lot of time. And we did come up, there is a little bit of a wait sometimes because we cook everything fresh. But bar that, have a look on the website. These will probably go on just before, as I said before Christmas. Oh, what am I about before Christmas? Before lockdown, we put these on the menu and they all went. Yeah, Christmas. Who knows what's going to happen at Christmas? And that's it. I've had a request to do a parmigiano, which in English is the aubergine layered. It's like a lasagna, but with the aubergine instead of pasta sheets. So it's a vegetarian one.
Oh, you do that next week then?
I can do it next week, even though you know my things on vegetarians, but I'll do it. Trish had asked if we could do a parmigiano, it's called. Yeah, so it's basically a dish of layered.
But you can do it with chicken, can't you?
You can do it with chicken. That's a chicken parmigiano.
Yeah.
This is just a plain parmigiano, but I'll do that next week. And that's all it is. We just lay them up, and you can see. But honestly, give these a go. I'll tell you what, the kids will have them. You can put whatever you want. This is the consistency over here. This is a risotto consistency, not a thing you put on your plate which is that sturdy you can climb it. Yeah, you don't want any of that. I've been to restaurants where they just bang it on there, and literally, mate, you can climb the thing. It's that hard. That's the consistency. And when you add the butter and a bit of parmesan, you don't have to add the pepper. You can have it like that if you want. It's not a problem. Yeah, but you can add whatever you want in there. Prawns, chicken. At the beginning, you can fry up the bacon with it. Whatever you want. Right, that is easy as. Yeah, so recap. You do that, cool it down in the fridge for a couple of hours. You get that. Yeah? Do your filling, whatever filling you want. Bolognese, veg, anything. Yeah? Get it out into your hand, put the filling in, round it off, put it down into the egg, which is milk. Yeah, but I haven't got one out of eggs. Then into the, I'll do this one actually, what the hell. And then into breadcrumbs, yeah? Chill them down. Put them back in the fridge. I think that's going to split. Put them back in the fridge for about half an hour and then fry them off. And if they're that big, fry them off until it's all golden brown and then put it into the oven to finish off so it gets inside. And that's it. I hope that it's been, give it a go, honestly. It's all to do with, I mean, we ain't going anywhere, are we? And we ain't that busy at the minute. Do the risotto, give that a go. Do the bolognese, give that a go. Put them together, but my hands are a bit clumsy. Put them in there, wrap it, egg it, breadcrumb it, fry it, oven it. All done. 20 minutes, look at that. Next week, I'll do a parmigiano. Yeah, it's a veggie. I might be able to do something else as well. But thanks for watching. Give it a go. See you next week, Sunday, 6 o'clock. Arrivederci.